Hi, welcome back to Dawn Digs In. I'm Dawn. I like to talk about living a happy, healthier life and things I'm doing in my life that you might find interesting or get some value from. And today we are going to talk about March MATness. I am coming to the mat every day in March. And it's not what you think. Coming to the mat doesn't always have to be about an intense, amazing workout. Coming to the mat can mean stretching. It can mean meditating. It can mean some days just rolling that sucker out and sleeping on it. You don't have to do anything. It's just a space where it's safe, a space where you can come to, that you can stretch, you can meditate, you can work out, you can do anything you want on your mat, your yoga, your Pilates, whatever you want, or you can do absolutely nothing. This is what March MATness is about. It's about coming to the mat. It's about being one in yourself. It's about understanding where you want to get to. It's about reassessing. Thinking about your progress, thinking about your goals. What do you want to accomplish? Where are you? Where do you want to get to? How are you going to get there? It's a really good thinking spot. So the first thing you need with March MATness is a mat, right? Do you have a mat? A good mat. Now, I know I've talked about my mat before, and I'm going to talk about it again because I have been asked about it several times. I use a ProSource mat. This is from Amazon, and I have linked it below. This is a 1-inch thick mat. Super high density foam. Like I'm telling you, I've worked out on this mat every day for 4 years. It is the best mat I've ever owned, and I've been through a lot. Forget the yoga mats, forget the thin little mats. You want something that's going to support you, especially the older you get. My knees cannot take those thin mats. This is like I'm lying on a bed. Like seriously, my grandkids like to sleep on these when they come because they're so comfortable. A good mat is number one. If you don't have a good mat, invest. It's not a huge expense, but you will have it forever. So 1 inch thick, don't get a ½ inch, go for the full 1 inch. It's just life-changing. I'm telling you, when I got this mat, it changed the way I worked out. In 4 years, still going strong, use it every day, easy to wipe down, piece of cake. Love, love, love my mat. So March MATness is just that. I'm going to come to this mat every day. Now, I'm going to come to the mat with my intention. Okay, I like to work out in the morning. So when I come to the mat, I could meditate, I could stretch, I could do my workout, I could do a deep toning, I could just roll it out and lie on it. That's all you need to do. I'm not saying that for every day of March, you need to do some intense workout on your mat. I want to get some awareness that this is where you need to be. This is our mat. This is where we want to come to. This is our safe place. Come to your mat and get yourself together. This is a place of grounding. It's a place of wonder. It's a place of the wonder of what your body can do for you and what your mind can do with your body in combination. Because these are all things that just have really been important to me over the last couple of years. And I'm finding the older I get, the more I'm being able to get into this state. Now, I have never been a yoga person, and I know we've talked about that several times. I've never been that person that can do the yoga and can get into that, quiet space. I can't. I just can't get there. But when I have a really good mat, I can at least lie there for a minute. And some days, that's enough, right? Just rolling that sucker out and lying on it. That can be enough on some of these days. And that's all I want you to get to. We are so close to being done this reset and getting ready for a really good spring workout to follow. So the reset has been going awesome for me. I hope it's been going really well for you. I'm down 3.5 pounds, and I'm going to tell you why. Because this has really been a revelation for me. I mean, I know I've shared it all with you before, but I'm going to talk about it a little bit more. Okay, I get up and I have my water. That's my morning thing. Get up, have my water, have my workout. Now, I have been making these protein waffles. I've already given you the recipe. I will link it again. But these are the best things I have ever had. No lie. No lie. Like seriously, I am eating these things every day. So I am waking up and having no sugar, minimal carbs, and 30 grams of protein every morning for breakfast. And sometimes, this is my little trick, because I'm really lazy and I'm the dog's dinner. I really don't like to make a lot of things to eat. I can eat the same thing every day for every meal and never get bored. It's just the way I am. I've been having them for lunch as well. And I've even had them on days when my husband's out. I'll have them for dinner. So think about it. If I have them 3 times a day, I know it sounds crazy, but I'm a little crazy. But if I have them 3 times a day, that's 90 grams of protein and minimal carbs, minimal fat. Like it is really, and I can feel the protein. Now, I've always tried to get some protein, but ever since I had my Hamelin consultation, he really got on me about, okay, I want you to have a minimum of 70 grams of protein a day. So I've really been working at trying to get the more protein in, and I've been doing this during the 40-day reset. So I've started out, as I said, I'm doing my 3 waffles in the morning, and I'm making them up by the bag. I just make up a big tray of them, put them in a freezer bag, pop them in the freezer, stick them in the toaster, boom, boom, Bob's your uncle. I've got a couple different sugar-free maple syrups that I put on them, or I even put butter on them sometimes. Like, doesn't matter, or they can be a sandwich. It doesn't matter. I'm telling you, they're that good that you can do any type of protein powder, add in whatever you want to. They are amazing. You will love it. So I have been doing that every day. So I am getting a lot of protein in, and my body is responding. And you know what? I've never been a huge protein eater. Like, I do eat meat, I do eat eggs, I do eat chicken, but I wasn't eating it in the amounts that were suggested to me. So now that I am getting between 20 and 30 grams per meal, my body's responding. I'm noticing the weight shedding a little bit. Not because of any other reason that I can think of, except that I have started adding more protein into my day. So if you have not made this recipe yet, it's fast, it's easy. It's 4 quick little ingredients, some protein powder, half a banana, a little bit of vanilla, and an egg. That's it. Whip it up, throw it in your griddle, throw it in a pan, make a pancake out of it. Done. It's just so fast and easy. I can be eating it within 2 to 3 minutes. So it takes me just as long to do that as it does to, my husband eats sandwiches for breakfast. So it takes him longer to make a sandwich than it takes me to make these waffles. Try them, because increasing your protein is huge. And I'm now finding that this is really making a big difference for me. So I always want to bring you things that are working for me, and eating this extra protein in this really simple way is working. Because I did the protein shakes. I've done protein shakes for years. I love the protein shakes, but I've also gotten into a problem with the protein shakes that I can't find one that is emulsifying the way I need it to. I like to eat my protein shakes like ice cream. So I mix them up like a Wendy's Froster. Okay, it's thick and rich, and I eat it with a spoon. And I feel satisfied because it's like ice cream. Well, the protein shakes I've been finding lately just don't seem to do this. And I don't know if it's because of the carb restriction in them, but there's just something not in them. I used to love isogenics because it would whip up really amazingly like a soft serve ice cream. But there's a lot of carbs in isogenics, and I'm still trying to get down on those carbs. I really try to not eat too many carbs if I can help it. It's kind of like my one thing that I think I can have a little bit of control over. And I find with these waffles, it kind of satisfies that bread urge while not having all the carbs that you get in the bread and the wheat and all those different things. So if you haven't tried them yet, sorry I got so long-winded on that, but if you haven't tried them yet, it's time to try them. Because your health is the number one thing that you have, and you need to invest in it daily. So if it means making a couple waffles and getting in some extra protein, is that too much to ask to have a better life, to have more mobility, to be in better shape, to be able to do more? It's not. You just have to put in the time, put in the work. You'll get there. We all get there. It just takes longer. Like, I have worked out my entire life. Like, seriously, for 45 years, I have worked out pretty religiously for most of that time. And it makes a difference in my life. Sure, have I gone through stages where I didn't? Absolutely. Absolutely. Have I gone on vacations and not worked out once? Of course. Who hasn't? But workouts for me kind of come and go. I go through periods where I'll be like on it, 4 weeks, bam, every single day I'm doing 90 minutes. And then I'll go through a week where I'm like, I don't want to. That is okay. I try not to go more than a couple days without doing a workout. But there are times when you're just away, or you're just not able to, or it just isn't fitting in your life, or illness or injury or whatever else can happen. But there are times when you don't. So don't feel that just because you're not doing it every single day, that it's not important. So come to the mat. Every day in March, get your mat out, come to it. Whether you come to it in a meditation, whether you come to it in a nice stretch, whether you come to it in a Pilates 100, however you come to the mat, just come. Be one with the mat. It's a great way of centering yourself, of being grounded, of being in the moment, of being aware of where you're going and how far you've come. Spring is a great time of rejuvenation, of looking at what goals we want to set for ourselves for the summer, and just seeing where we want to be. Journaling, making sure that you're writing down your journal. I have actually gotten, I can't believe I'm admitting this, but I have actually gotten out of my journal. And the reason why I've gotten out of my journal is because I'm doing the same thing every single day. Now, that's not a bad thing for me. For me, I am really good at the same. I do really well with the same. So I know that, I'm getting up every morning, blah, 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 having my water, doing my workout, doing that, and I'm doing all the same things. So it's like I was writing them down every day and nothing's changing. That's okay. All of my workouts, I have put in the 40-day reset. That's what I've been doing. And I've been just loving these Hamelin workouts, like seriously. Loving the cardio and loving the deep toning. And for some reason, the other day, I put on the Tracy Matt video. I've now done it 3 times because I'm just remembering, you know what? As soon as it starts and you start with that stretch and reach out for everything and reach, it's just like that to me was like pulling myself up. I'm like, oh my God, I forget. You start doing other things and your body kind of goes like this. I don't know if anybody else has that problem, but my body just kind of goes, okay. And then I do a Tracy Anderson video and my body goes, okay, and it surrenders to itself. It loves the cinched in feeling that I immediately get when I do that workout. I just love every aspect of how it flows. So put on that first mat DVD. Put on that first video. It's in the reset. And just give it a go. Work your way through it. The arms are amazing. The legs are amazing. The abs are amazing. You're not on your knees. It's just a really, really good place to start getting yourself on the mat, getting yourself ready for what's to come. So until I see you next week, I hope you have some amazing workouts. You are awesome. Enjoy being on the mat. High five.